Hello, so quiz 1, I'm going to show you all the symbols and give you the sounds that you need to be learning, all right? So we're gonna start, there are gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sounds that are super easy because they're just the symbols that you would think they would be. All right, so here's the first one. This is pa, pa. Just what you would think. This is ba, ba. That's the sound I'm making, is the symbol that matches. This is ma, ma. All right, then down here, this is s, s, this one right here, s. This is z, z. And you cannot, if you're like me, I make my Z's like this normally. This isn't right in phonetics. In phonetics, you have to be extremely careful. And this is z, all right? You cannot do that line through it. Sorry. This is f, f, and this is v, v. So notice that I am not saying this is an F. In phonetics, this is not an F. An F is the English letter that you use when you write. In phonetics, this is a F. This is just a sound. This symbol V is a sound. These lines around it are saying that these are phonemes in English. This is what you do. It's a good idea maybe to get in the habit of doing those lines. Also, when you do phonetic transcriptions, you're gonna do brackets. So you could do this right now for your V sound. You could make a bracket like that. This helps your reader know that this is a phonetic symbol and not the letter V, right? So when you're reading, if I just suddenly see, let's see, this written, right? It looks like pit. But if this is phonetics, it's saying Pete. So you want to have a clear sense when is something a phonetic symbol or not. All right, so those are the first 7 sounds you have to know. Now let's go to the ones that are a little trickier. All right, so I have to erase all these sounds. And the ones that are kind of new for you to learn. All right, the first one looks just like a J, but this is the sound ya, ya. So what we think of as a Y. If you know Spanish, this is easy. This is ya, ya, all right? You have to have the dot on it. You have to have it kind of like that. Okay, the next one, next to it, this is a sh, sh, what we think of as SH. That's one sound, right? In English, we have it as sh. It's not 2 different sounds, right? It's just one sound, one symbol. Sh is one sound, okay? So when you make this sound, let me point out, you have to make sure it's very clearly not this sound, which is s, right? This is sh, this is s. So when you make your S's, your S sound, I shouldn't call it an S, it's not an S, you make it really kind of flat like that and small. Make sure when you make your sh sound, you make it I make it kind of up and down, right? If you kind of draw this in your transcription, something like this, and I feel like, well, I don't know, is that a S or a sh? Make it very clear. I'll just mark it wrong if I'm not sure. If I feel like you're kind of trying to get both of the sounds in there, that is what I will do. All right, so we'll get rid of this because we're not using this sound again. But so we have ya and sh, and then the last sounds are gonna all be vowel sounds, all right? So the first one is gonna be what we think of as a small letter I, and this is the sound E. E. Again, if you know Spanish or Japanese, a lot of languages, this is the sound E, but in English it's a little confusing. You just got to get used to it being E. This is the sound E, like in beat, heat, seek, okay? E. Then, next to it, I'm going to put a capital I. And when you write these, you actually don't write it bigger. You write it the same size. You don't make a small E and this capital I bigger. They're supposed to be kind of the same size. And this is the sound I, as in hit, sick, right? So this would be heat, E, heat, and this would be the sound in hit, I. Okay? Then you also want to know this sound. This, that looks like the letter U. I hope it's a clear U. That's supposed to be a U. And it's supposed to have, just like for up here, these have to be very exact. I don't want you making this symbol, because I don't know what that is. Is that a E or an I? Right? Well, actually, it looks like an L, actually, kind of. But you have to do this or this, all right? Down here, you have to make sure this U has the little tail, and you don't do this. All right, this is the sound oo, oo. So that's a little easier for us. It's not you, but it's oo, oo. Again, if you know Spanish, that's easy, oo, or some other languages. Then you need to know this. This is the sound ah, like you open your mouth and you say ah. Oh, I should come back here and give you a word that has this in it. So this is like in the word hoot, boot, ooh, right? This is ah, like in father, or when the dentist tells you open your mouth and you say ah, that's this sound. Ah, make sure you do not write it like this. You have to write it like this, okay? But now the next sound is going to be one. I'll erase this. The next sound is something we call a diphthong, okay? It's actually two vowels put together, but it makes a sound that we have in English. So this is the sound I. And notice when you write this, you have to use a capital I, or what we think of as a capital I, and you have to use the A with the little tail, all right? So if you have this, or if you have this, or if you have this, any of these things below, these are wrong, all right? All these examples are wrong. You have to have that, and this is the sound I. I'll give you more detail on it now, but for now I want you to learn I, okay? So those are the sounds you need to know for tomorrow. So we'll do a quick little practice of this, all right? And I'll give you some of the answers. So just write down. This is what I'm going to do for the quiz. I'm going to make the sound and you have to write it down, all right? So first one, S, S. You should write this or this, all right? Second sound, ah, ah, ah. You should write this. Next, pa, pa. This. Next, ya, ya. This. Next, ma, ma, ma. Then fa, fa, fa. Then oo, oo. That's this. Then shh, shh. That's this. Then ba, ba, ba. Then fa, fa. th. Then I. That's this. And I'll say if you want to put a line under diphthongs, speech pathologists often do that. I was never taught to do it, but I kind of have started doing it some. That's fine. You can have the line or not. I, if it helps you, put the line there. That's the sound I. Then this, E, E, E. Then Z, 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 the sound Z. Then the sound V, V, V. And I think finally the sound I, I, I. This is I. All right. Hopefully you just have to learn for right now those sounds. Another thing, as you're learning these sounds, you might start trying to pay attention to how you are making those sounds, right? What parts of your mouth are you moving to make the sounds? That's really the most important part. More important than learning these symbols is knowing how you're making those sounds, okay?